December 2025 is coming in strong. Expect relentless cold, the kind that seeps into your bones and lingers for weeks. This isn't just a typical winter chill, it's a full-on Arctic invasion, with temperatures dropping sharply and staying well below average for much of the month. Across the US and Canada, a parade of snowstorms is lining up, ready to sweep through cities and countryside alike. Streets will be blanketed in white, and the sound of snow shovels scraping driveways will become a daily routine for millions. From the towering Rockies, where snow will pile up on mountain passes, to the bustling East Coast cities bracing for their first major storms, winter is making a dramatic entrance. There's no gentle easing in, just a sudden, unmistakable arrival that will be felt from coast to coast. This isn't a fleeting chill. Arctic air is settling in for the holidays, and its impact will be widespread. Travel plans may be upended, with airports crowded and delays likely. Families will be bundling up indoors, turning up the heat, and watching their energy bills climb as the cold persists. We're talking about repeated waves of frigid air, with some regions possibly breaking long-standing records. Thermometers will plunge, and headlines will highlight the severity of this early winter onslaught. Significant snow is on the way, especially for the western mountains, where ski resorts will see deep powder, and for the Great Lakes region, where lake-effect snow could create whiteout conditions. The Ohio Valley and Northeast are also in the crosshairs, with the potential for several disruptive storms. The northern plains, Midwest, and Great Lakes will be ground zero for the first Arctic blast. Expect sub-zero temperatures, biting winds that cut through layers of clothing, and blizzard conditions that could make travel dangerous or even impossible at times. As the month goes on, the cold will push east and south, reaching areas that rarely see such wintry extremes. Even southern cities may experience rare snowfall, with residents unaccustomed to icy roads and freezing temperatures. All of this sets the stage for a very active, snowy holiday period, right up to Christmas and New Year's. Streets and neighborhoods will be transformed into winter wonderlands. But the beauty comes with challenges. Preparation is key. Winterize your home, stock up on essentials, and get your car ready for the harsh conditions ahead. Take steps now to protect your property and your family. Wrap pipes, seal windows, and make sure your vehicle is equipped for winter driving. Plan for weather delays, whether you're traveling across town or across the country. We'll break down the forecast week by week, so you'll know what to expect and can stay ahead of the storms. Stay tuned for updates from meteorologists as conditions evolve and new systems develop. Bottom line, winter is arriving early, and it's not holding back. December 2025 will be a month to remember, defined by cold, snow, and the resilience of those who brave the storms. Get ready for a true test of winter preparedness. You've heard about the polar vortex, maybe on the news or from a friend complaining about the bitter cold, but what exactly is it, and why does it matter so much to our daily lives, especially in winter? Here's what it means for us. The polar vortex is more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful force that can transform our weather, bringing sudden dramatic changes that affect millions of people across North America. At its core, the polar vortex is a swirling mass of frigid air that sits high above the North Pole. It's like a giant, invisible whirlpool of cold, usually kept in check by the fast-moving jet stream that circles the Arctic. But when the jet stream weakens or becomes wavy, the vortex can break apart. This allows huge lobes of Arctic air to escape and plunge southward, reaching areas that aren't used to such extreme cold. That's exactly what's happening this December. A lobe of the polar vortex is sagging over central Canada and the Great Lakes, essentially opening the freezer door and letting icy air spill into the US heartland. This isn't just a quick cold snap, it's a sustained event. Temperatures are staying well below average for days on end, with neighborhoods blanketed in snow and thermometers barely climbing above freezing. Think of the polar vortex as the master puppeteer of winter. It pulls the strings on the jet stream, deciding where the coldest air and the fiercest storms will go next. Its influence can stretch for thousands of miles. This month, the vortex is firmly in control, setting the stage for a cold, snowy ride. Roads are slick, snow is piling up, and winter storm warnings are flashing across the region. Understanding the polar vortex helps explain why winter is hitting so hard so early this year. It's not just a fluke, it's the result of powerful atmospheric forces at work, shaping our weather in ways we're only beginning to fully understand. So get ready, bundle up, prepare your home, and stay tuned. The Arctic's mighty influence is just getting started, and this winter could be one for the record books. December's first week starts with a bang as a powerful Arctic air mass barrels southward, sending temperatures tumbling and setting the stage for a dramatic weather shift. The leading edge of this cold front sweeps across the region, bringing with it a sense of urgency as residents brace for the first true taste of winter. Meteorologists have been tracking this system for days, and now, the Arctic blast is finally here, poised to rewrite the weather story for millions. A potent winter storm rides the front, dumping over a foot of snow in the Colorado Rockies and blanketing New Mexico in white. As the system pushes east, it spreads a swath of snow into the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, transforming highways and neighborhoods into wintry landscapes. For many, this is the first significant snowfall of the season, catching some drivers off guard and prompting road crews to work around the clock. In Oklahoma City, the morning commute turns treacherous as residents scrape thick layers of snow and ice from their cars. Plows struggle to keep up as snow continues to fall, making travel hazardous. Meanwhile, farther north, the Great Lakes region is pummeled by intense lake-effect snow. Michigan's Upper Peninsula is especially hard hit, with some areas bracing for more than a foot of accumulation, creating a winter wonderland, but also dangerous conditions. As the southern edge of the storm tracks eastward, Arkansas and the Appalachian Mountains experience a messy wintry mix. Sleet, freezing rain, and a couple of inches of snow make for slick roads and challenging travel. Even areas unaccustomed to early-season snow are forced to adapt quickly, as the storm's reach extends deep into the south, reminding everyone that winter's grip can be both sudden and severe. But the real headline isn't just the snow, it's the jaw-dropping temperature plunge. As the polar vortex descends over the Great Lakes, thermometers nosedive, shattering daily records and sending a shockwave of cold through the heartland. Weather maps light up with warnings as the coldest air of the season settles in, and meteorologists urge everyone to prepare for a prolonged stretch of bitter cold. The Midwest and Ohio Valley are the first to feel the full force of this Arctic outbreak. Cities like Chicago, Cleveland, and Indianapolis see temperatures plunge well below freezing, with wind chills making it feel even colder. Frost forms on windows, and people bundle up in layers, bracing against the biting wind. For many, it's a stark reminder of just how quickly winter can take hold. This isn't just your average cold snap, it's dangerously cold, with wind chills dropping to levels that can cause frostbite in minutes. Extreme cold warnings are posted across the region, and officials urge everyone to take precautions. Limit time outdoors, cover exposed skin, and check on neighbors and the elderly. The community bands together, knowing that safety is paramount when temperatures reach these extremes. As the Arctic blast deepens, we'll take a closer look at just how extreme these temperatures get, and what you can do to stay safe during this historic cold snap. Early December brings record-breaking cold to the upper Midwest. Cities in Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and the Dakotas will see lows between 5 and 15 below zero. Wind chills will make it feel like 30 below. Frostbite can happen in minutes. Even daytime highs will struggle to reach the teens in places like Chicago and Milwaukee. This deep freeze strains power grids and makes outdoor activity hazardous. By Friday, the cold shifts east, chilling the Ohio Valley and Northeast with single-digit and sub-zero lows. Another Arctic shot arrives over the weekend, keeping the cold locked in. North Dakota and northern Minnesota could see lows near 8 below again. This cold pattern has real staying power. The second week of December brings a stubborn pattern. Arctic air keeps pouring into the central and eastern U.S. The Great Lakes, Midwest, and Northeast stay colder than normal, while the West Coast and Southwest warm up under high pressure. This east-west temperature split is classic for a wavy jet stream. The main storm track divides. The south stays dry, while the northern jet brings fast-moving Alberta clippers. These clippers drop light, frequent snow, 1 to 4 inches at a time, across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. The snow adds up, keeping the ground white and the cold reinforced. Each clipper brings another shot of Arctic air, fueling the lake-effect snow machine. The east can't catch a break from the chill. Winter's grip is relentless. Lake-effect snow will be a huge story this December. When frigid air sweeps over the still warm Great Lakes, it picks up moisture and dumps it as heavy, localized snow. Wind direction and fetch determine which areas get buried. Classic snowbelt towns can see feet of snow, while nearby spots stay clear. This month, persistent northwesterly winds will lock snow bands over Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Erie, Buffalo, and Watertown. Some areas could see 1 to 3 feet of snow in a week, causing major travel disruptions. The lake effect machine won't let up, creating a true winter wonderland for snow lovers. For others, it's a travel headache. Mid-December brings a pattern shakeup. The polar vortex splits, letting milder air briefly warm the east. Enjoy it while it lasts. Meanwhile, the cold shifts west, building over western Canada and Alaska, where temps could plunge 50 degrees below normal. This cold dome will soon surge south again. The new jet stream pattern brings Pacific moisture into the west, setting up major snowstorms for the Cascades, Sierra Nevada, and Rockies. Ski resorts will celebrate, but mountain travel will be treacherous. As Pacific energy collides with returning Arctic air, a major plain storm could develop just before Christmas. Christmas week could be historic. Around December 22nd, Arctic air plunges south, possibly reaching the Gulf Coast. The northern Rockies, Plains, and Midwest may see temps 40 to 50 degrees below normal, sub-zero highs and brutal wind chills. This sets up a battleground for a major winter storm, boosting the odds of a white Christmas from the plains to the northeast. Heavy snow, ice, and strong winds could disrupt holiday travel for millions. Even the south might see rare holiday snow. December ends with widespread cold and a memorable wintry finale. With extreme cold and snow ahead, safety is crucial. Dress in layers, cover exposed skin, and wear insulated boots and gloves. Frostbite can strike fast. Winterize your home, check heating, seal drafts, and prepare an emergency kit with blankets, food, water, and flashlights. Never use stoves or grills for heat. Carbon monoxide is deadly. On the road, check forecasts. Keep a winter kit in your car, and drive slowly on snow or ice. Keep your gas tank at least half full to avoid freezing. If officials advise against travel, stay put. Enjoy winter safely. Build a snowman, go sledding, but take breaks to warm up and stay hydrated. Preparation and common sense will get us through this Arctic blast. Stay warm, stay safe, and make the most of a memorable December.